guys, it's Lexi. I hope you're all doing well. I'm sharing a haul with you today from Empire Alchemy. This is actually a combination of two different things. I did customs and I also did pick up some scents from a pre-order. This is not her most recent pre-order. This is, I think, the one just prior to that. But as you guys know, I'm recovering from being sick, so my nose was a little bit broken. When I did get this package in, it was still kind of off, so I really wanted to be able to hold off until my nose was completely back to normal and then haul it with you guys and share my thoughts on cold sniff. But I did go ahead and sniff these. I couldn't wait. I was just itching. I had to tear that package open. So yes, I did smell these. It's not like my first initial reaction, but I only smelled it when my nose was kind of off. So like this is really going to be like the full shebang because I do feel like my nose is a-okay now. So thank goodness for that. Today I'm also filming a ton of other hauls that kind of were being held off for the same reason. So if you guys see like a slew of haul videos kind of popping up, it's just because I was holding off for a bit. But I really want to kick off this filming day extravaganza for myself with my Empire Alchemy because I'm really excited, mostly for those customs. And then before I jump into this, I know this is a bit of a long intro, but I should say as far as the customs go, I didn't create any that were things that I came up with. It was only scents that were already on her list. I just went on her entire scent list on the Facebook group page, which, as I always do, if you guys are curious how to shop Empire Alchemy, I'll leave all the stuff in the description below. But I just went on her page, looked at the full scent list, and just pulled out all the ones that I was curious about. And that's how I picked those customs. So it's not anything I came up with. They're all house blends, but I just really wanted to try them. And then I also did, like I say, participate in that pre-order that was mostly fall scents. And I'm really excited about it. So let me just jump in. Everything came packaged really nicely. It had her green tissue paper on top there with the Empire Alchemy sticker. There was the biodegradable packing peanuts. However, it just would have been too much to kind of like pull through. So I just went ahead and I just put it in this big old bin here because we have a lot of stuff. I think 12, maybe more than 12 Empire Alchemy bags, or I think they're called Empire bags to go through. And one thing of body care. So I think we'll start with the body care first, just because that's the only kind of out of the box, like random thing that I got. So this is Heirloom Orange, and this is in her sugar scrub. I've never tried any sugar scrub from Empire Alchemy or any body care, but I was very curious, mostly because of the scent notes on this. I'm not sure if they're on here. I don't think that they are. But from my memory, and I'll leave the scent description if I can find it either above me or in the description or in the comments, this was like a patchouli orange scent, and I was like, whoa, that sounds so interesting, so I just had to try it. And this one really does smell, it to my nose, it almost smells like if you had taken an orange and you had like masculine it, like if you would like maybe sprayed it with cologne, but like a patchouli cologne. It's not like overly like heady patchouli, but it just kind of smells like a masculine orange, and then you kind of squeeze it so you get that juice. Really interesting, but I'm very excited about this, and especially trying it in the shower, because usually when you have like a scrub, it doesn't really, it's like you can kind of smell it in the container, but it's really when you like lather it that you get the good scent of what it actually is. So I'm excited to try that in the shower. I did receive 3 wax samples, which I'm very grateful for. This first one is in Another Day of Sun. I'm not entirely sure what the scent notes are on the samples because they're not on here, but if I can find them, I'll leave them somewhere in this video as well. This one, to my nose, smells like lemon, like a sweet, like almost like a sweet lemon scent with maybe, I don't know, it's definitely a sweet lemony scent, maybe almost like a lemonade, because I feel like there's like a sugar in there, like a sugared lemon, something very bright and happy. That one's very nice. This is Cashmere and Sand, and this one is Cocoa Butter Cashmere, Driftwood, Salt, and Ocean Breeze. Oh, this one's interesting. See, sometimes the ocean breeze and the salt gets me a little nervous, but this one is not very, it's not like a punch you in the face scent. It just kind of smells like a sweet kind of freshness. It's definitely not super strong right out of the gate. So that's nice, especially for somebody that's a little nervous about those. And then this one here is The Night He Came Home. This one smells incredible. It definitely smells like a coffee scent. I think it's coffee too, based on it. Almost like a chocolatey coffee scent. It's really, really nice. Okay, so we're gonna jump into the actual scents that I picked up. Like I said, it's a combination of pre-order and some that I chose. And when I was picking the scents for the customs, I really was looking mostly at her fall list. So there were a few things I think that overlapped. I think I did get 2 that were maybe the same. That was something that was offered in the pre-order and I got it in customs. So I think I got a double bag of one. But either way, I'm really excited because you guys know I love my fall scent. So I'm kind of already transitioning out. I can't believe how fast the summers went by, but I'm kind of already transitioning out and moving into the fall scent. So this is really kind of fall, mostly geared towards fall scents. So first one I have here is in Broomstick or Broomsticks. And this has a little witch's hat and a broom on the label, which is so cute. And the scent notes on this are white birch, maple leaves, and white winter linen. And it's kind of like this chunky green and white, almost like ombre little brittle pieces, little triangles here. And this one smells incredible. So I remember loving this one. This was honestly, I think, the standout when I first smelled it. And I think it's because of the strength of this. This is very, very strong. Just to smell on cold sniff, and typically laundry scents really are. And I think the thing that shines through the most is that winter linen, but it's not like a headache inducing linen for me, or laundry scent. It's not like cloying. And I think that the birch is almost helping like sweeten it up in like a woodsy kind of sweet way. It just smells clean and sweet and a little woodsy. Almost smells like if you were staying in like a cabin in the woods in the winter and you had like fresh sheets that you just put on the bed. That's almost the vibe that I get from this. I can't say maple leaves, but I definitely can smell that white birch and the linen. It's a beautiful blend. I'm very excited about this one. I feel like that would almost be perfect for like after the holiday season when you want the house to smell kind of sweet and woodsy, but you're kind of maybe trying to move away from like the heavy like tree, like Christmas tree scents, but that one still has like a freshness and a tree-ness to it. I don't know. That's just, it kind of reminds me of a little bit more wintry, but I really love it. This one here is Bog, and this one I do think I picked up in the customs that I did because I got this in a sample actually. Like I literally had one size, like this size of a sample in this scent. And I loved it so much in my bathroom. It lasted a long time. It had a beautiful throw and it was just very like pretty. So I wanted to pick it up in a larger size. And this is Jasmine, Rosewater, Orange Blossom, Rock Sugar, and Hyacinth. And it's a lot of florals, but this doesn't scream powdery floral to my nose. It just smells almost like an aquatic, sweet, like a dewy flower, but like not at all like, you don't smell this and think floral right off the bat. Well, I guess you do, but it's mostly like a sweet, subdued, almost, yeah, it's just like a watery, dewy flower. But it's not like overwhelmingly powdery or sharp. Sometimes florals can be a little bit like biting or too much. This one is so pretty. And I think if you like florals, but you are maybe like me and sometimes you feel like they can kind of have you on the verge of a headache, this one did not do that for me. And I think even if I melted throughout my entire house with this scent, I don't think it would give me a headache because of that kind of watery quality it's got in the background. It's very pretty. And all of the shapes in here are flowers. So there's like a daisy, there's some like smaller like rose shapes. All of them are like these like little tarts and it's all white. And I think it's just so pretty. And even the label's got like flowers on it. It's like a watercolor flower. They're just, it's really pretty. So I love that. This one here is, I feel like I'm going to keep commenting on the colors, but I do want you guys to notice like just the amount of thought that went into each of these with the labels and the colors. I think it's just really beautiful. So this is Good Morning Pumpkin. So it's got red and pink and orange kind of shades. The label's got pumpkins all over it, and it is scent notes of pumpkin caramel latte, California coffee, toffee, vanilla crumb donut. I am like a sucker for toffee scents, and when I saw that there was a coffee and toffee, I was like, yeah, sign me up. This one smells so good. This is a sweet coffee lover's dream. So if you like your coffee scents to be like sharp coffee first, and then a little bit of sweetness in the background, I don't think that this would be for you. This is really, really sweet, but you really can smell that coffee. This smells like if you had like a coffee that you made at home and then you like poured in a lot of like that caramel cream kind of creamer. Oh man, it's so good. I love it because the coffee in here isn't like overly like strong or sharp. It's a sweet one, I think, already kind of to begin with, because I think it's just, yeah, I think the original base is pumpkin caramel latte. I think that's all one thing. So I think already it's sweet, but then you pair the toffee and the donuts. Oh, then Anna also has vanilla or California coffee. This is just a really good sweet coffee blend. So if you like those, you probably love this. Love the colors, love that scent. I don't know if I smell that and think pumpkin at all, but it's just mostly like a sticky, sweet kind of caramel coffee. I love it. Okay, I am thrilled about this one. So this is another one that I smelled initially and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited I got this. This is the scent that I saw on her list. So I got it in customs and I'm so happy I did. This is raspberry jam waffle pancakes. I hope that she offers this like sometime soon. I don't know if she has. I've really been trying to be good and not look at any of the vendor lists right now. I'm trying really hard to be good. But this one, I think anybody that's a bakery lover would love this. This is so strong. And the raspberry in this, like you can almost smell like the seeds, like the little, like the smashed up real raspberry with like the seeds in it. I don't know how that is possible. And I don't think the pancake is like super predominant or like the waffle is super predominant, but it's like the perfect balance, because I feel like sometimes when you have like a heavy bakery and you pair like a fruitiness with it, sometimes the bakery kind of overwhelms it. But this, I can smell that raspberry like jam in here first, and then like a background of like the waffle or the pancake. It makes my mouth water. I almost feel like I'm at like a diner where they have like fresh, real raspberry jam that you just like smother all over. It's so good. So yeah, raspberry jam waffle pancakes. This one on Cold Sniff is possibly my favorite, I think. I love it so much. Okay, this one here is Autumn Cat, and I love the name of this. It's got leaves all over the label. Notes of Southern California winter, crushed sage, hint of smoked lavender, and charred oak barrel cider. This has got some beautiful fall colors, and keep in mind it's like the bags are all a little bit smudgy, but the wax is pretty soft, I think, to begin with. When I came here and I unboxed everything, I smelled everything once and then I put it all in here. So part of this is me smudging the bags all up. I'm really sorry, you guys. But after this, I probably will go through. If you guys have seen what I do with all of my bags, I like to organize them so they're kind of stacked and laid flat. So I'll probably do that anyway. But yeah, this is really interesting. To my nose, this is like smoky first. Like you get like that smoky sage. If you guys have ever like saged your house, you know that scent. It almost smells like that. It says crushed sage, hint of smoke, lavender. I don't get a whole lot of lavender, but there is like an herbally kind of quality to this, and I kind of am feeling like it's more of that like sage. It really smells like sage, like if you're saging your house with a sage stick. It smells like that. Maybe a little bit of lavender. But I think if you really love kind of like the herbally, smoky type scents, then this is one that you would probably love. Very, very interesting. I feel like this is something that I would have to use in like smaller quantities because it is such a heavy, like smoky, herbally kind of scent, but it's so interesting. And I really feel like Empire Alchemy has like incredibly interesting, unique scents. And this is one that I smell and I'm like, I don't think I would find anything like this with any other vendor or any other type of wax retail, anything like that. It's just so unique. So this is Autumn Cat. Very interesting. Love the name. Love the colors. Good. It would be good for like close to Halloween, where you really kind of want to like set the mood of the season. I think that'd be perfect for that. This one here is, I don't want to mess up the name. I think it's Velicor is how you pronounce it. It is notes of cedarwood, teakwood, hint of leather, parchment, mahogany, and a hint of mint. This one has like the most beautiful shapes in here with the colors. It's all brown and tan and a little bit of white in here, kind of like on the edges. They're all different shapes and types of leaves. It's gorgeous. I think it's so pretty. So there's like a maple leaf here. I'll probably mess up all the different kinds. I think this is like an oak leaf, maple leaf, oak leaf. I don't know what kind of leaf this is, just like one of these. This is so pretty though. To my nose, this is a little bit lighter on cold, but it just kind of smells like being outside in the fall when it just starts to turn. So it's not like the punch you in the face kind of like crunchy leaf scent or like dry dead leaf scent that you get. This is like where there's a little bit of greenery and some of the leaves are kind of falling, but not all of them. There's still a bit of like freshness. To my nose, it smells like that. I don't get any mint. It said there's a hint of mint in here. I think what I'm smelling is maybe the cedarwood. This one is not like a super strong punchy in the face scent on cold though. There is a little bit, it's a little bit sweeter, a little bit lighter, but definitely like to my nose, it does smell like an earthy, kind of slightly masculine scent. I think that this one, once I warm it up, it'll probably change a little bit. But yeah, I'm very excited about this scent here. So I have 2 bags here of Bewitch. So what I want to say happened is I ordered one in the customs and then it was also offered and I forgot that I ordered it in the customs. So I picked it up in the pre-order. So that's why I have 2 very different looking bags. This first one here is all of like the Empire bags or the triangle shapes. They're both Empire bags. But this is like the triangle shape kind of standard with like kind of almost a grayish purplish blue shade. And then this one has got tons of fun shapes, different colored like leaves and trees, and yeah, just really fun. Brown, blues, pinks, reds, really, really pretty. So both exactly the same scent. I just got them, I think, at different times. So it is, I always mess up the name of this wood. Guaiac wood? I don't know. You're probably yelling at me behind the camera. I'm sorry. Cinnamon, patchouli, vetiver, charred wood, smoked berries, and marshmallow. So I'll sniff this one. They're both exactly the same, like I said. So let me just smell I think it's prettier. I like the fun shapes. This one smells familiar. I almost feel like this might be a single fragrance oil or maybe like a fragrance oil that I recognize with maybe something else added in. But either way, this like really screams and smells like the fall season to me. So I want to say that this is a scent that I've smelled before. I really think it is. But either way, maybe it's called like around the campfire, something like that. It's very woodsy, a little bit smoky. There's a sweetness to it, an earthiness to it. But like the earthiness is like a sweet earthiness. Maybe because of the berries. There's the smoked berries. There's a marshmallow adding probably the sweetness. You don't smell this if you're afraid of like patchouli. You don't smell this. And the first thing, I don't think it's patchouli, but I love patchouli. That's why I picked this up. Really pretty. Another scent kind of similar to the Autumn Cat in the sense that like this would really kind of set the tone or set the mood for like the Halloween season. I would really want to melt this right around Halloween with this one. This is much more smoky. And then this one I think is much more sweet. You get the berry and like the sweetness from the marshmallow, but I think both of these really kind of put you in that mindset of like Halloween and fall. So I love that. This one here is Haddenfield, another perfect Halloween scent. It is dry leaves, tree bark, fire roasted marshmallows, and sweet pumpkin, and it's orange and blue triangles here. This one is incredibly sweet. So initially I thought that the dried leaves and tree bark would almost like overtake it and it'd be like a much more earthy scent. But that sweet pumpkin and fire roasted marshmallow are honestly, I think, the predominant thing, at least on cold. It could absolutely change once you put this on heat, but to my nose, it is a sweetness with a bit of a background of like earthiness. But this is really, really sweet. Almost reminds me of like a candied, they have like the pumpkin flavored marshmallows. It almost smells like if you had melted one of those over the fire, because you almost get like it's almost like a candied pumpkin kind of scent with like a background of like an earthiness, but really on cold sniff, it's very, very sweet. Really pretty. I love this one. This is another one that's right up there with the pancakes. I think I love the sweet scents, and this one's really like very, I don't know, it's just like a child, it's like a childlike scent to me. It kind of reminds me of like Halloween as a child, where all the candy and like the being around like a campfire, like roasting marshmallows, and like just the scent of like sweetness in the air. It's really, really pretty. This one here is Red Hood, and Red Hood is fresh strawberries, fig jam, cornbread, campfire marshmallows. And this is kind of like a blood red, pinkish kind of hued, gray, a little bit of like black kind of shade. Really interesting colors here. I guess red, of course, Red Hood. This one is so good. I feel like all of the berry scents that I got, or the scents that had berries, are really kind of like coming through. Like that raspberry scent was really strong and very realistic. And this, I feel like I can really pick up on like that realistic strawberry and that fig jam. I know some people are kind of, I think fig is kind of like one of those scents where some people love it or hate it kind of a thing. But the sweetness from the strawberry, I think, kind of helps balance the fig. And they go really well together. The fig jam and the strawberry goes really well together. Very sweet. Something that you could absolutely like eat. I'd like want to like spread it on toast and eat it. I can't say for sure I'm getting cornbread and marshmallows. Maybe a little bit of cornbread, but to my nose, this is like mostly like a fig strawberry jam. Really, really sweet. I feel like if when I melt this and I don't get enough cornbread, I feel like I could blend this with any bakery base and it would probably go really, really well. I even feel like this would maybe even go well with the raspberry jam waffle pancakes, because I think all of the berry combinations would really work well. I could be wrong, but I might try this. This one here is Gray Days, and Gray Days is White Woods, Palo Santo, leather, vetiver, marshmallows, and amber. And this is, of course, all gray kind of triangles here. This one is very, very pretty. To my nose, it's Palo Santo first, but there's a bit of a sweetness, which must be the marshmallows, maybe the amber. What else is in here? White Woods, leather, vetiver. I can't say I get leather. This is like a sweetened Palo Santo scent without being a sweetness from like a bakery. It's like it's like a marshmallow sweetness with Palo Santo. But it is like you do get like that kind of almost like something you would wear on your body, kind of like a cologne or perfume kind of quality to that. But the sweetness really kind of helps cut that a little bit. This is very, very pretty. Really excited about this one. This is Gray Days. We have Golden Barber. This is one of the only ones I think that is, this is one of the only ones that is not like fall focused. This is definitely more like summertime, I think, appropriate. It is rich, warm golden sands in a dollop of classic shaving cream. So I picked this one up because if you guys have watched a few of my other Empire Alchemy hauls, I did get, what is it called? Magic Carpet Ride. And that one has the golden sands note in it. So I saw this with golden sands and I was like, oh, because I love that so much, I think I would also enjoy this. So that's why I picked it up. It's got gold and brown colors, or yellow and brown, or yellow and gold, whatever. It's a golden kind of hue bag here with a bunch of fun shapes. There's stars and hearts, and looks like, just stars and hearts. And this one definitely is exactly that golden sands. Now that I know, that is golden sands in Magic Carpet Rides, and that is in this as well. It's the same note that I'm smelling, and I love it. which I guess it just means if Yankee Candle ever has it again, I must go grab it because I really enjoy it. I don't think I'm picking up on a ton of the shaving cream. However, when I melt it, it'll probably come through more. This to me is just predominantly that golden sands scent on cold, which I love, so I'm very happy to have more of that. I'll keep you guys updated if I do get that shaving cream when it melts. However, this will just be like a really good bathroom scent. Even if it's mostly that golden sands, it's just like a really pretty, like sweet summertime beachy kind of scent. So I have 3 more left. I have Headless Horseman, and this has got some leaves in the background here and notes of charred pumpkin flesh, burnt marshmallows, dry sweeping leaves, amber, and santal. Love the mix of all the fun colors in here. Very fall colors to me. This is so good. This one is like, you can really pick up on that dried leaves note. It really smells like you're walking through the woods and you're like stepping on those like dead, dry, crunchy leaves. Like you can smell the dryness of it. But then there is this really nice sweetness coming through. I think from like the amber and santal maybe, because it's like a perfumey kind of sweetness. But marshmallows again. Yeah, there's a lot of like that marshmallow sweetness kind of at the base of all of these, it seems like, for the majority of these. I think when I smell them, I'm like, oh yes, I get a sweetness. Maybe it is that burnt marshmallow. But this is really like, oh, the charred pumpkin flesh. Maybe the charred pumpkin flesh is what's making me smell like that dried kind of quality. I think that must be it. Yeah, because it does smell kind of like dried burnt. It's really interesting. I think that this is another one that it's like a must-have Halloween scent. This one, I feel like I need to do like an overall like this is perfect for Halloween kind of a thing, because I feel like I'm picking out some that I'm like, you can't do a Halloween season without a couple of these. So I love that one. Really, really unique. 2 more. We have Lost in the Woods, candied cinnamon, pecans, pine needles, vanilla ice cream, apple peel, and chopped wood. This one I picked up because a lot of people talk about her apple peel scent, so I really wanted to try something with apple peel. And this one, you really do get that peel. It smells like pine trees and apple peels. And if you guys know me, been watching for a little bit, I love apples and tree scents together, and this is like totally right up my alley. Because you do get like that kind of dried apple peel quality. It's not like a juicy fresh apple. It really is like the peel, but it's like there's a dry quality to it, mixed with the pine, which is like kind of a sweet tree. Yeah, you guys, this is so good. I don't get a whole lot of pecans, but I do get a bit of like a cinnamon kind of spice in here. I don't know if I'm getting vanilla ice cream. Chopped wood I do get, but you could kind of almost feel like maybe that's the pine tree. The wood from the chopped wood maybe is part of the pine tree. You know what I mean? It's just like a general like pine tree, woodsy kind of scent with that dried apple. Oh my gosh, it's so good, you guys. With a bit of like a bit of a spice in the background. This is phenomenal. This one I don't think is like something that is like a very Halloween scent, but a really good general fall scent. Very, very good. And then finally we have Camp Onawana, and this is toasted pine cones, tonka beans, cedarwood, marshmallow, and wood. And this is green and orange and brown and super pretty and getting really smudgy here. This is amazing. I personally really love that pine cone oil, and this one, that pine cone oil is I think the strongest in here. It is like this sweet pine cone, really makes me feel like I'm out in nature, up in the Adirondacks, walking on a path. There's, I don't really know if I get like a tonka bean or a marshmallow, but there is once again a sweetness coming through, but it's really mostly that pine cone. If you guys have ever smelled the pine cone oil, then you'll probably be able to kind of get an idea of what this smells like. It is a extra sweetened, extra woodsy pine cone kind of scent. It's amazing. It's delicious. I love this one. Okay, so I did kind of want to do like an overall encompassing like final wrap-up thoughts on this one. So I separated everything into different sections. So I think throughout all the seasons, I think if you want some good classic, like clean, fresh scents, in my opinion, Velcor is a perfect like fresh, clean fall type of scent. The broomsticks, although the name on here is like telling you a little bit more like Halloween fall, I think this reminds me a lot of something that would be a good scent for winter time. It really reminds me of winter. So I think that I'll probably maybe even hold on to that for the winter, just ignoring the name. I'll probably try in the fall also, but I think it's a good winter fresh scent. Bog is perfect for springtime. It's like a beautiful, gentle floral. This Golden Barber is like the ideal like summertime kind of sweet fresh scent, especially if you like that Golden Sands from Yankee. You'd probably love Golden Barber. And then some nice just general fall scents, not things that really remind me of Halloween, the Halloween season, but just like overall encompassing fall scents. Lost in the Woods is beautiful. That one is super unique, and I love the apple peel note in here. Gray Days, if you are a Palo Santo fan and you're not super into like the heavy woods, I feel like this is mostly that Palo Santo. Red Hood, this one is very interesting because of that fig note, and it's got like an interesting kind of fall base to it, but I think you could probably get around using it anytime. And then this Camp Onawana, if you like pine cone like me, then you would love that scent. These two are also good fall scents, but definitely I think just could be perfect for any time of year, and they're great. Like this is a great coffee. This Good Morning Pumpkin, if you love sweet coffee. And then this Raspberry Jam Waffle Pancakes is so good. This is one of the best raspberry jam scents that I've smelled on cold and vendor wax. Really excited to smell that one and give you guys my thoughts. And then I think if you are looking for some Empire Alchemy scents that, like in my opinion, absolutely scream Halloween, like these scream Halloween to me, Headless Horseman. This is that like burnt pumpkin flesh one. Haddenfield, this one is like that really sweet scent, but it smells like Halloween as a kid, almost like that festival kind of a scent. Like almost think of like something that would be like a circus concessions, but make it fall. That's that one. Bewitched, this one is, I don't know. This one reminds me of something else I smelled, but it is just like, it really smells like Halloween. Gets you in that mood. And then this one, Autumn Cat, is like the smoky, sagey. This one is like Halloween night in a scent. Very smoky, earthy, spooky. It's really good. That's it, you guys. That was my massive Empire Alchemy haul. Did you guys pick up any of these scents? Either in the pre-order that this was in, or I think some of them were also offered and ready to ship, and maybe even the next pre-order. Have you tried any of these scents? What do you think on warm? Please let me know in the comments below. I'd love to talk to you, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Have a great day. Bye, guys.